Hello everyone, in this video, we will talk about the sequential excavation method. Before that, I would like to introduce to our team members that are working hard in this video. We are a team of 6 in which have the name of Atiqah, Aisyah, Akmal, Aina, Nadhrah, and myself, Irfan. At the end of this video, viewers should be able to identify the sequential excavation method, having knowledge on the construction method for the sequential excavation, and can justify the environmental impact with consideration of factor. Now, let's watch a video on sequential excavation method first as I pass the torch to Nadhrah.
Hello everyone, I'm Nadhrah. I am in charge of telling you what is the sequential excavation method. The sequential excavation method is also known as the New Austrian Tunneling Method and ATM. This method actually originated from Austria. It is also used for the construction of shallow mine tunnels that have ground conditions that are fully dry or have been effectively dewatered. Alright. Did you know that it gained popularity for its use of the available geological strength that is inherent in the surrounding rock mass for stabilizing the tunnel, making it economically advantageous? Understood? No? Okay. Let me explain it to you in detail. The excavation location of a proposed tunnel is divided into segments first. The segments are then mined sequentially with supports. Mining equipment such as road headers and backhoes are commonly used for tunnel excavation. The ground for excavation must be fully dry. For applying the NATM, and ground dewatering is also an essential process before the excavation. Another process relates to the ground modifications such as grouting and ground freezing is also common with this method in order to stabilize the soil for tunneling. This method is relatively slow but useful in areas where structures such as sewers or subways could not be relocated. If you still cannot grasp the idea, here is the figure showing the typical cross-section for the sequential method. It has been divided into 3 sections: the crown, bench, and invert. Now let's watch one of the projects that use the sequential excavation method. In December 2014, construction on the Chuo Shinkansen project began. Shinagawa Station in Tokyo and Nagoya Station in Nagoya are the beginning points for the 285.6 km route that is being built. These components include 256.6 km of tunnels, 23.6 km of viaducts, 11.3 km of bridges, and 4.1 km of rail beds. This train line is designed to travel at a top speed of 505 km per hour. This project aims to cut the travel time between Tokyo and Nagoya by 40 minutes. The Nagoya-Osaka phase, the following stage, will link the two cities in 67 minutes and is expected to be finished in 237. The sequential excavation method is applied to the mountainous part of the project and uses shotcrete as the primary support. The shotcrete will harden the surface of the ground that has been drilled or blasted. In addition, bolts and concrete also are used to repair the rocks around the tunnel to be integrated with the natural ground to improve the natural support of the ground for digging purposes. Let's take a look at the process of the sequential excavation method that was applied in the Chuo Shinkansen project. The methods will be started with drilling to set explosives. After that, don't forget to remove waste soil. Continue the method by spraying the concrete and then insert all the rock bolts. The next step, continue with the steel arch support and then apply waterproofing sheets. Last but not least, apply lining and track back concrete. Tunnel construction is completed through these processes. Aren't there any potential environmental impacts using this method? Surprisingly, no. Potential environmental impacts in terms of noise, dust, and visual on sensitive receivers are significantly reduced and are restricted to those located near the launching and retrieval shafts. However, as the method is relatively slow, the duration of potential environmental impacts will be longer than other methods. So, what kind of factors do we need to be considered when using this method? Firstly, cost. Second, safety. Third, type of project. Fourth, project scheduling. Fifth, type of soil to be excavated. Sixth, project conditions. And last but not least, the location of the project. The sequential excavation method was chosen for this project because it provides a lot of benefits, such as a minimal amount of surface disruption and can adapt to fit the ground conditions. Isn't that good? Every method has its own pros and cons. Unfortunately, this method requires experienced workers, risk for ground surface settlement, and need for ground improvement. That's all. Interesting, right? Now, it's time to test our understanding regarding this method. Let's go!
First question. What are the 4 factors considered for the final selection of the excavation sequence? The answer is cost, safety, project conditions, and project scheduling. Second question. What is the most important condition for the site to have before the excavation is commenced? The answer is ground dewatering. Third question. What is the condition that this method of excavation is useful? The answer is site with an existing structure such as sewer and subway. Fourth question. What type of structural support is installed after the concrete is poured? The answer is lattice girders. Last question. This method of excavation is suitable for range tunnels. The answer is short range. Congratulations! You have now reached at the end of the video. Now, you should be able to know the sequential excavation definition, method, its impact and consideration together with its pros and cons. Here are the summary for the topic. That's all in this video. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye bye.